I told you the chances of me coming back to Prime were not good.
What do you think the chances are of a guy like you and a girl like me ending up together?
Not good.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of a million.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
And yet, here we are. What happened, Kev? How did we get back into these hotel rooms? Recognize the blue on the walls? Well, first of all, I have to stop everything and say thank you to my subscribers. When y'all found out what I was going through, the outreach, the outpour of A, support, B, ideas, 3, of just confidence went such a long way for me. I really humbly say thank you. I got so many suggestions and emails and messages about this company and that company, look at this company, and they were all awesome. And so the fact that you guys took the time to do that for a guy you don't even know, I can't say thank you enough. That is just awesome to me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Thank you!
And so what I ended up doing was taking all that information into heart and kind of looking at my goals, my plans, where I'm trying to fit, where I'm trying to go. And so, I mean, I get recommendations from a guy who said, hey, I got a great company and it's reefer. I'm like, hey, that's really cool. I should kind of take a look at that. But then I realized that's starting with a new company. And so I don't know anything about them. And if I'm on a 9 to 12 month time frame, that was going to be hard. Did I want to just go, like I said, I didn't want to be a company driver. Well, I hear a guy say LTL. I don't have the endorsements for LTL. And I don't really want to do LTL. A lot of night driving, or there's the day driving, but you're doing a lot of deliveries in and around town. I didn't want to do that. Hey, go local. I love my family, and I said this in the live, but for me, local, and I know guys have gone local, and I'm sure there are positions, but local is get up early, work all day, come home tired, and have to get up early, but you're home every night. And some guys love that. Some guys work that, hey, I'm on the weekends. For me, in a truck driving position, I'm a runner.
But I can run like the wind blows.
That's what I like to do. That's what suits my personality. So I had a guy I ran into at a truck stop on the way to a funeral who said, hey, you should check out this company. I'd actually heard of that company, but they only have 18-speed transmissions and I'm auto-restricted. So even though I got great options, they didn't all necessarily fit me. Yet, through all of that, we still ended up back here in Springfield.
You just got jammed.
For a 3-day orientation. Again. For the insurance that I already have. For the LLC that I already have. To get another truck and get back on the road. And you're going reefer, Kevin?
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
Well, yeah, I'm at Prime. I did get suggestions, and I am going reefer. So, as I have told y'all many times before, I have a plan.
I've got a plan.
It does not seem like it. I understand that. Plans change. The end goal has never changed. And I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get there. And so I started looking at a lot of companies. I looked at, and it really came down to, quite frankly, the devil you know versus the devil you don't. And what I mean by that is, after getting screwed by RTI and some things at Cook, that was very gun shy. I mean, I'm not even going to apologize for that. I'm no different than anybody else out there. If to go into something you don't know, even though you have wonderful suggestions, what was it going to be like? I just didn't know. So I really thought about going company driver, but I remembered what I had said in my own videos about being a company driver and all the perks and benefits that I may have thought about doing. I know in a month or two I'd have been miserable. So I needed to go lease because in the next 9 to 12 months, I'm buying my own truck and going to do my own thing. Now, whether my own thing is lease on to Prime, whether it's to lease a TMC, whether it's to go to Landstar, or whether it's JB Hunt, I don't know yet. Still got a little bit of time. But I do know that for the next 9 to 12 months, I need to do something. I've got some investments, I've got some things that I'm working on, some savings things that I don't want to be in a long-term lease if I'm not going to buy the truck. Or really don't want to be a long-term lease at all. My plan is to buy the truck. But I got to get there. And there's just steps, and there's not. It's not about a leap of faith or this is about being smart. This is about, I know what I got working, and I know the timeline that I need to keep. So I could have gone and just been a company driver, and probably could have been fine. But I looked at my business checking account, and you just can't deny the money that I made at Prime. I can't. I know what I made at RTI. I know what I made at Prime. I know which one was more work and miles, and so I was like, well, I got to go percentage. And so there are not a ton of places. I know there are some that will give you percentage as a lease operator and lease you the truck. The list just kind of gets smaller and smaller where you can go. Like I said, you guys gave some awesome ideas and some really good ideas, and I appreciate that. But I have my issues with Prime. There's a reason after my mother-in-law got sorted out that I didn't just come running back here. But a lot of those, I think that I kind of spotlighted some of the issues that I had. I am dreading dealing with Success Leasing. But it's such a small thing. It's such a small time frame that I'll just have to bite the bullet and get through it. Very nervous about not knowing a fleet manager. But I actually had 2 different subscribers that I trust and that I know recommend and reach out to their fleet managers for me. So got about a 90% chance that I know who my fleet managers are going to be. And that's huge coming into a game. I go to any other company, I don't know any fleet managers there. So, and your fleet manager make you or break you out here in this business. So I went, what's going to get me 9 to 10 months to 12 months? What's something I know? What's something I've got some in? What's something that's got some community that I can reach out to that I know? I never lost touch with the Prime guys. And so I decided that I'm coming back to Prime. And it was not an easy process to get back here. But that's because God has a plan. So I am not happy about being this long out of a truck. But also didn't know my wife's grandmother was going to pass away unexpectedly. And if I'd have gone with my plan, I'd have been in orientation somewhere, and my wife would have been alone. And it worked out that I was there and able to go say my respects to her, a woman that I've known for almost 24 years. It was awesome. And so that's what we're doing. We're going reefer at Prime. The 2 things I said I would never do, I'm doing them. So this channel is going to get a whole lot more interesting because, you know, as a flatbedder, I know flatbed freight lanes somewhat. I know how to strap. I know what the customers are like. As a box truck guy, at the last 2, I was on dedicated routes, so it was real easy to figure out what the Polaris dealerships were like. It's real easy to figure out how the Tractor Supplies work. Now it's all new because we're not going any type of dedicated. We are straight OTR. We are straight chasing some revenue. So that's going to be a very interesting experience. I will gladly take you along. I have got a refrigerator, a microwave. I got all my truck stuff ready to go. I brought Freightliner sun visors and Peterbilt sun visors because I don't know what I'm going to get. But my wife drove me up here today, dropped me off. I'm making this video, and we're going to start orientation tomorrow. I will not be doing a video about orientation as an experienced driver because I've already done that. Next time you see me, I'll have a reefer humming in the background, and we'll see how that's going to go. There's some really cool stuff coming to this channel. It's just a process. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. I'm excited. I'm not looking forward to orientation, but I'm still excited. I did not want to get out of that truck at RTI. I loved driving. I loved a lot of stuff, but I'm still in a battle with them. That's why you haven't seen a review video, because we're still trying to figure some things out that they've, for another video on that. But we're here. We're in Springfield. Life's good. God bless, and let's get rolling.